Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and yes, this is a different way of me doing things. I didn't feel like getting to the desk and sitting down, setting it up, so I just put the computer on the floor and I'm just laying down because I really want to lay down. But I wanted to make a video, and as you guys can tell by the title, let's talk Kanae Kocho. And the reason why I want to talk about Kanae Kocho is because I Demon Slayer made a mistake with Kanae Kocho. And don't get me wrong, and this is spoilers for Infinity Castle. As you guys know, Doma upper upper moon 2, um upper moon or upper rank. Shit, it don't matter. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Killed Kanae Kocho before the events of Demon Slayer, right? Um, and she was the flower Hashira. But what I think should have happened is that this should have been an arc. Um, you know, instead of killing her before the story started, we should have saw her like kind of like Ring Goku, you know what I'm saying? It should have been an arc where before Tanjiro. So I would have it where Tanjiro, Zenitsu, um, even if you don't have, no, I would have it where it'd be Tanjiro, Nezuko, and what's his goddamn name again? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Say Inosuke. And then I would also probably have the I would probably have the serpent Hashira there as well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we want to show the Hashiras off, but what if you have two powerful Hashiras and they were both distracted? So I say they were on a mission. Canal and what his name, Obanai. Yeah, so Obanai and Canal were on a mission in some area or whatever, after they heard about some kind of demons or whatever and stuff like that attacking a lot of females or whatever. This is where you can introduce a new lower rank kind of kind of demon who's very powerful, like after um so I think this will probably take place probably before, I would say the before them meeting Rengoku, I would say, or after the Mugen Train. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is probably before the Blacksmith Village arc, definitely for sure. Um, it would probably either fall after the Entertainment District arc or before the Entertainment District arc. But I think it needs to happen somewhere in between that, where you have Tanjiro, Nezuko, and you have Inosuke team up with the Flower Hashira and them to take on Doma and maybe two lower rank moon character. You know what I'm saying? Like you can create some brand new demons. Who cares or whatever. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I really think that it would have been a great idea when you have another Hashira's death, and this is before um you know that way you can really see like they really mean business, that each, besides Rengoku, you lost the Flower Hashira as well, who was like one of the most powerful Hashira in the core, um besides the Stone Hashira. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like Doma's there, and then you have Tanjiro and Inosuke, and then you also have Obanai. They all and Aloko all trying to fight off the lower rank demon, but then you have Canal go on ahead and confront Doma. You know what I'm saying? And then we see this another beautiful battle between Hashira And you know what I'm saying? So that way, like you can have her maybe awaken her Dark Slayer, even though she awakened her demon Mark Slayer, it wasn't enough for Doma. So before the sun rises, stuff like that, they have like this epic battle, kind of like Rengoku and Akusa. Um, you can do that, and then have her die. While Oben takes down one of the upper lower whatever demons or whatever, and then Tanjiro with the help of Nezuko and Inosuke takes down the other demon, and then you see you will have Shinobu you know be able to arrive on scene. She's a little too late though, but she arrives on scene to see her sister fall at the hands of Doma or whatever and stuff like that. And you get Tanjiro and them, they finally get there, but by then she had already passed, but she told, Shinobu about everything or whatever. So that way we can see some stuff because it was, don't get me wrong, I enjoy what I saw in the movie, but I really think that what I mean is Doma wouldn't have to show so much of his power, but still enough power that can overpower Kanao. But I really think Kanae Kocho should have been in the series as a character, as a Hashira, and died. So at least you had the Demon Slayers. Two of the Demon Slayers died before the final battle, instead of most of them dying in the final battle. Does that make sense? You have a few of them still risk their lives or whatever, and this is what gets Shinobu to work with what's her name? Tamayo, because Miss Tamayo and Shinobu, they created a cure or whatever. Like that'll be like really that'll be like a little cool little thing and stuff like that. So before the blacksmith village arc, you can already see the foundation and the seeds that will lead them to doing what they need to do. And of course, collecting the blood that they needed, what I'm saying, with the battles ahead. That way you could easily still keep the same beats, but at least had another battle, because I feel like what was lacking is that we didn't have another epic battle between the Hashiras like dying, you know what I'm saying? Because Tenzin, even though he retired or whatever, the problem with Tenzin is that we didn't see his battle really when he first got his hand cut off, and it just kind of just like, oh, next thing we know, he's laying down and he's missing his left arm. But with this one, with Kanae Kocho, we can see a battle actually happening. You know what I'm saying? Between her and Dome. That way, it's a little bit more connected when you see, Shinobu and why she reacts the way she did to Doma, and then you kind of can have a little bit of a bonding thing with you know Inosuke, Tanjiro, I, just to, just a little kind of thing, and then you kind of have Open Eye warns him about like staying away from Miss Conroji. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of something right there. The only reason why I'm only saying this is because seeing the movie and the backstory, and I'm just like, oh man, this would have been great if the character was expanded upon. But see, that's what happens when we don't have filler no more, right? But what I'm saying is, if it was me prior to doing the Demon Slayer thing, I would have put her as a character that we actually get to hang around with for a little bit. Another kind-hearted, like she's kind-hearted, so she's like this little sweet character, and to see the sweet character, getting taken out by Doma and stuff like that, that would be another heartbreaking, kind of thing. So it'll make her a little bit more memorable too. Like, you want each Demon Slayer death to mean something as well. So, you already started off with Rengoku, then you do Kanae Kocho, and then, that's when you get to the Infinity Castle arc, and then that's when you start doing what you need to do. But I would love to have seen an arc upon her, especially since she has the flower breathing, and like how would she make it work compared to Canal? You know what I'm saying? Because you have Kanae, and then you got Canal, and Kanae, I mean, not Kanae, Canal, she's going to be doing flower breathing in the next movie. So I'm just spoiler alert, but it's just one of those things I just kind of wanted to have a little quick little chat discussion with. I know it's not a really deep dive story thing or whatever that I can really go into because I mean, it's not my manga or anything, but I just wanted to have an open discussion about like I think Kane Kocho should have been a character, a major supporting character in Demon Slayer. And like I said, you kill her off in another arc like you did Rengoku. And that could have been another movie if you really wanted to, or it could have been an anime thing. But what I'm saying is I think Kojo should have been in the series. So like even when Tanjiro became a demon slayer, you know, you have her go on a mission with Tanjiro and Nezuko and Inosuke just to kind of see where they're at right now. Um and then um you have Obanai kind of like being the guardian watching over them. If he has to, he will take out Nezuko if he needs to. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So it gives you kind of a connection of these characters that you could make work, and then have the final battle be between her and Doma. And before she got a chance to use her ultimate technique, Doma was able to slice through her after she kind of gave it her all, but he was just like, I'm not even trying. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we, get Shinobu, talking to her sister about everything or whatever going on. So I'm just saying that's just my kind of personal opinion on the whole situation. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.